Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Oris Big Crown D.26 286 HB RAG Oris Limited Edition. So right off the bat, I just want to remind you we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking a look at this piece. They have newly become an Oris authorized retailer, which is pretty exciting. Their collection of Oris is going to be growing tremendously in the next coming weeks here. So if you're interested in an Oris and you're in the Minneapolis area, I highly recommend you check them out. I also want to mention I'll be leaving a link in the description if you want to learn more about the specifics of this watch to a further extent than I mentioned in this video. So now let's jump right into this piece. So this watch is inspired by the original Oris Big Crown, which was a pilot's watch released in 1938, but it's also inspired by the D-26 aircraft, which was used by the Swiss Air Force from 1931, and it's a limited edition of 1,931 pieces because of that. It was the D-26 aircraft was a trainer aircraft. There's actually an image of it on the back. It's very beautiful. So I really like the image that they chose on the back. Very classic, and the whole theme of this watch. It's definitely kind of a heritage sort of piece, and it looks very, very nice. I really like all the finishing. It has both brushed and polished surfaces. It really, really looks like a vintage pilot's watch. You have the beautiful cathedral style hands on the dial, and that gives it a little bit more of a Swiss element. It doesn't necessarily remind me of a cathedral. It reminds me more of kind of the stained glass windows on a ski chalet or something, and it looks very, very nice. Also, the dial, as you can see, it actually has a retrograde date, which was developed in-house by Oris as part of the movement, and it's got that beautiful red pip on it. It looks very, very nice, very classic, and you can see the case has beautiful coin edge beveling on it. It looks very nice as well. It reflects the light in a quite nice way. Again, it kind of adds to the whole character of this watch. I usually don't like cathedral hands at all, but with the coin edge beveling on it, it looks very nice. Also, the Big Crown style kind of blends in with that coin edge beveling and kind of adds to that look to it. So I really, in sort of summary, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of this watch. I'll move on to a wrist shot now. And the leather strap that this watch comes on is very comfortable. It, again, plays into the whole vintage pilot's watch theme and looks very nice. The green dial I actually really like, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It blends in with my green sweater here, as you can see. And it's got a 40mm case, and that looks pretty good on it would probably look good on anyone's wrist unless you have a really large wrist. It wears more like kind of a 42 just because of that crown, and I have about a 6.5 inch in circumference, so just to give you a reference there. So all in all, this is a very high quality watch for this price range. This is available for an MSRP of $2,000 dead, and I think that that's a pretty good deal. It is a very classic looking watch. It's very classy. It's not shouty at all like a lot of heritage watches tend to be. It's definitely more understated in that regard. Omega tends to do things a little bit differently, where when you know it's a heritage watch from looking at the dial. This is just kind of it's just classic, and then it just happens to have on the case back, it has that beautiful mural there of the D-26 aircraft. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share. Thank you.